Hey everybody, this is Tim Jordan from Private Label Leads and welcome to another Amazon Armory video. Now I'm going to step on some toes. I'm going to tick some people off. I'm going to offend some people, probably even some of my friends. But I want to get something straight. I'm tired of hearing people talk about how much money they made, especially in the e-commerce business. Now here's a scenario. You see people running around all the time, specifically in like digital marketing ads if they're trying to sell a course. Oh, look, I have a client that made $100,000 last month. I made $1 million last year. I made $3 million last year. I think it's bullcrap. And the reason I think it's bullcrap is because they're typically talking about revenue. They're talking about sales. And sales is not the same thing as making money. Now, let me explain how this works. There's really two terms that are used in common English society. It's making money and earning money. Earning money is trading your time for money. Earning is if you work on an hourly wage, if you're a consultant, if you are providing a service or your time for money, you're earning it. You're earning a certain amount per hour, you're earning a certain amount per task. Making money is when you're generating money. And generating money comes from things like investments or from product sales or from a million other different ways to make money. But think about the term make, create, generate. If you're creating money, you're creating wealth, you're creating additional money, you're creating money that you didn't have. And honestly, folks, sales isn't making money. Sales is just revenue. And in this industry, I think that we've forgotten that. So when people say, oh, I made $100,000 last month, or I made $1 million last year, what they're typically meaning is they sold $1 million or they sold 100,000. That doesn't mean they actually made any money. I can easily go out right now, I'm absolutely sure of it, and in 6 months, spin up a $2 million Amazon business. But I can't do it profitably. It's not that easy. I can turn around and sell anything that I want. I can sell it for a loss, I can sell it at break even, and then I could turn around and say, oh, I made $2 million, but did I? Did I make $2 million? No, I moved $2 million. I spun $2 million around. I pushed $2 million through my bank account. I didn't actually make it. So I am challenging right now the industry of e-commerce sellers and gurus and coaches, and including myself in this, right? Like I am preaching to the choir here. We have to stop saying we made money when all we did was actually sold revenue. Now, if I sell $100,000 worth of product and I make $20,000 doing it, the correct term is I made $20,000, right? I didn't make 100,000, I made 20,000. And this is really important for a lot of reasons. I'm not just getting on my high horse and my soapbox and telling everybody, oh, you're calling this the wrong thing. The reason it's important is because we end up setting expectations that are not accurate, or we're misleading people. If somebody is thinking about getting into business, any type of business, and they find this world of e-commerce, and they see people talking about, oh, I made $50,000 in my first month. What are they going to think? They're going to think that person just profited $50,000 a month. That's amazing. I can get rich. $50,000 a month is a lot of money, right? But if we're saying we made $50,000 a month and people think that we're talking about profiting $50,000 a month, that's probably not accurate. Selling $50,000 a month doesn't mean we profited anything. So there's my challenge. I want the industry, the e-commerce industry, specifically the Amazon e-commerce industry, to stop talking about how much money we made when we're referring to revenue. It's bullcrap, it's inaccurate, it is the absolute wrong term. And again, I'm talking to some of my best friends in the industry, but I want to challenge all of us to use the correct terms because we mislead people, right? We don't want to mislead people. We don't want to mislead anybody that's thinking about getting in the industry. We don't want to mislead people that are in the industry and are struggling and saying, man, I only sold $50,000 last month and I only made $3,000. How come this other person made $50,000? No, if it's your first month and you made $3,000, that's awesome. You should be applauded. You should be patted on the back for that. But the problem is you're comparing yourself to someone who claims they made $50,000 that month. No, earning money and making money are two different things. Making money means making profit. It means generating money, creating additional money. Revenue and sales, they do not matter. And I'll even take it one step further on Amazon. People that are selling $1 million a year revenue, you know that your actual revenue isn't actually $1 million a year. Your actual revenue after you take off Amazon fees and things like that is actually what comes into your bank account. So if only $680,000 or $720,000 come into your bank account, then that is actually your revenue, in my opinion. Now, some bookkeepers may disagree with me, But in my opinion, $1 million in revenue is only like, I don't know, 700,000 after all the fees and everything in revenue that actually hits your bank account. And then you've got to pay all of your expenses, all your labor costs, all of your different software fees, all of your inventory purchase, all of that things. You probably are not making anywhere near what people claim to be when they say we're making $1 million. So I hope that nobody's offended. Well, I kind of hope some people are. I'm sure that there are some people that are offended by this. And again, I'm not just getting on my high horse to preach here. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to maybe correct some fallacies in the industry that is based on a lot of amazing side hustlers and solopreneurs that are landing in really successful businesses, but they don't come from traditional background of business. Look, that's me. I was a blue collar firefighter. I didn't know anything about business. I had to learn this stuff myself. But I want all of us to be better. I want to challenge all of us to continue to succeed. And I think that sometimes we need to remember that the things that we say are important, the things that we say that matter, and the way that we represent ourselves really matters as well. So hopefully this is somewhat helpful for those of you that did not know the difference between revenue, making money, and profiting. I hope this is encouraging to you, especially if you've been sitting around going, oh, all these people are making $1 million a year. No, they're not. They're probably not anywhere near that, which is okay. It's still good money, but don't set expectations that are not reasonable. All right, folks, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it around if you want to, tick some more people off if you feel like you need to. I love all of you. I appreciate all of you, and we'll see you guys on the next video.